You a goon or you faking real tough talk? Only goons getting shaking real tough talk. I hope your bite is like your bark with that tough talk. This is what New York been missing, real tough talk. You a goon or you faking real tough talk? Only goons getting shaking real tough talk. I hope your bite is like your bark with that tough talk. This is what New York been missing, real tough talk.
Welcome. What's going on, people? We want to thank you for being with us on the return of that hit YouTube touch football show, Real Tough Talk. I'm Stephen J. I'm here with my partner Ghost as always, and we're excited to be back in the touch football scene.
Well, besides that horrible intro, I think I would have did a better job.
What do you mean? What do you want me to say?
You be acting like you don't know what to say when you make the intro. Listen. Running back all the videos and watch his intros, they are
Oh, you talking about the mistakes that I made before we actually got this one right. It happens, but they don't got to see that.
But I'm talking about the final cut. It's still horrible, but I have no time to keep fixing it.
Why don't you try it right now? Let's see you do it.
What's going on? It's Ghost here, the best host, and that's all I have to say.
Look at that.
I don't even have to introduce you.
I'm sorry. That was a waste of your time. You can never get that time back, people. I want to apologize for us actually letting Ghost lead off the show.
Listen, regardless of what, I did my intro horrible on purpose. You did it because you can't help yourself. That's the difference. So let's move on.
We're happy to be back. We miss y'all. And unfortunately, with all the jokes aside, we're going to have to talk about a tragic situation. Grind Time and Reloaded ball giver Parish, on I believe it was on Saturday night, was in a devastating crossfire on I believe on his block, and he was shot. I'm hearing that the bullet hit his spine, and it's possibly that this kid, I believe just 20 years old, ain't gonna be able to walk again. So I know we come with the jokes and we have a good time. You see me and Ghost go back, but we come to you with a heavy heart because this kid, had the world in his hands, and now he has to battle to come back and do something that's going to be difficult, something that we take for granted every day.
It's. Like, even now, I'm still lost for words because this is somebody that I was used to, even when he's not playing, being a person that's always a cool person, always says what's up to you, always notices you on the field, always willing to sit and talk. Even though he's young, to me, when he spoke to me, was always a humble kid, always out there, ready to have fun and be out there and enjoy himself and be around the other guys, that he's hanging out with. Never caused trouble, at least to my knowledge, and it sucks to know that this happened a day before. I'm sure he would have been out there
with Grind Time.
He would have been out there with Grind Time in this big championship game. He would have been there to support his guys. And unfortunately, something like this happens senselessly, and it's something that bothers me every time you hear stories like this, especially somebody that and you're used to seeing every other weekend.
Shout out to his family. He has a lot of family in touch football world. Shouts to much love to Pams. I got to give that man his props. Me and Pams had our little situations in the past. A lot of it over football, and we don't agree on certain things.
Business.
But personally, he's a good dude. He stood with this kid in the hospital all night, and still made it to the game in the morning to ref. Shout to him, and just everybody that's going through it with this kid, the whole Grind Time team, his family. It's a lot, man. That's a lot to go through. This kid is, I believe, 20 years old, and now he has to battle to walk again. But let me tell you something. God is great, and like I said on my post, you can't have a testimony without a test. And through God, anything's possible. And sometimes, we wonder why God allows certain things to happen. And I always looked at it as it's like a puzzle. You know, God is the only one that knows where all the pieces go because he's the great one from above. We're just down here on the ground, so we can't see why this piece fit in that spot or why this happens. Only God knows that. And I think faith is strong. You know, when you have that faith, then it gives you a reason to live. Because if you don't have faith, why live? Why get up every day? This kid is going to battle. I seen this kid go against guys 3 times his size. And he plays that giver position as if it was a quarterback position. He takes it serious, give you everything he got on that field. And we're going to, you know, hope to God and pray to God and in the name of Jesus that he used that same energy to get back. Because man doesn't know. Man makes mistakes. God doesn't.
Definitely. And obviously all our prayers are going to go out to him and his family. Like you said it well. You know, you can't have a testimony without a test. So this is something that I'm sure he's only going to get stronger from. I have no doubt in my mind that this is something that he will definitely overcome. You know, obviously it's an obstacle, but I'm sure knowing him, you know, as much as I have, he seems like a person that will persevere from this. And my prayers are out to him and his family. And we are behind him 100% in, you know, everything that he decides to do, trying to get through this obstacle.
And as far as the TFL world, you know, touch football, tri-borough football, whatever the hell is going on. Because right now we having battles, people going back and forth, saying this, saying that. Listen, let me explain something to you. This brings reality up front. Life happens. This football stuff is to get away from our problems. Stop using it, and that goes for everybody. I'm not taking shots at one person. I'm a grown man. I don't need to take shots at whatever. The product is going to speak for itself. The character is going to speak for itself. But we need to stop taking shots at each other and stop that crab mentality of pulling each other down. At the end of the day, life happens, and our jobs as not only our job as commentators, our people who host and do that stuff is to bring positive things into the world. Commissioners is to bring positive things into the world and to people, not try to attack and bash somebody else or talk about somebody else or call each other out. We got to get out of that. Because life happens and things can happen at any time. My sister died in December from a car accident. And I didn't have the relationship I should have with her. And I got to deal with that for the rest of my life. Life happens. And how dare we bring and take away from this great game with politics and egos. Egos destroy the game. Just like an ego can destroy a team, egos can destroy the game. There's no need for us to desperately want to be relevant. And you need to bring somebody else down to bring that relevance into the game. That's nonsense.
And the thing about it is, because, you know, tomorrow's never promised, why not work together to build something bigger today? You know, obviously, you know, we want to, you know, be successful and we want to, you know, create something. But you can create something even bigger when we're working together. When we're divided, you may be able to create something, but it's going to be that much smaller than it would have been when you're working with other people. So rather than bashing and, you know, creating enemies, I would say, make friends, you know, keep it as is, like you say all the time, a brotherhood. That's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, it's better for us when we working together and not bringing each other down. That's something that people make it a habit, especially in the hood. When we see somebody across, like right next to us, rather than help that person or work together with that person, we're quick to criticize what that person's about from afar, and that makes no sense. And nobody gains from that.
So we're going to take our first break. Once again, we're going to send our love, heartfelt prayers, thoughts with Parish. It's only over when you're not breathing. So as long as this kid's breathing, anything's possible. You know, let's send shout outs to him. You know, let's keep his picture going. You know what I mean? I'm going to be taking videos from guys, sending shout outs, love for him. You know what I mean? The next few weeks. And we're going to have it on whatever we do, whatever show we do, whatever's going on. We're going to help this kid get back whatever he needs. The people talking about doing a donation, and we're going to try to get into that. Whatever it takes. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care whatever it is. Nobody's going to criticize you for what you give. You give what you can. Anybody has their own situation. But the key is that you try to do something. I don't care if it's a card. I don't care if you go visit the kid, because we're going to have all that information we can send stuff to, and we're going to help this kid get back, you know. We got a man down, and we got to help him get up. So that being said, we're going to take our first break. We'll be right back when Real Tough Talk.
Let's go. I want this chip. Let's go, bro. Hey, we ain't here for nothing, fellas.
We're not. Same way we got here. Play for each other. I just lost a friend of mine yesterday. She died of cancer. My man. So I'm winning all y'all niggas behind me right now. I mean, let's play hard, fellas. I want to play for this girl that passed away. I mean, those who don't know her, it's alright. But right now, we really need this right here, fellas. So let's fucking go, man. We here for a reason, man.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Go, man. Niggas be doubting us. We here. We here. One thing only. Let's go, y'all. My man went through some terrible shit last night. My man P's in the hospital. You know? Let's do this shit for him. You know, he will be on this field with the rest of us. We can love this game just as much as we do. So let's win this shit for him, all right? Put this shit together. Let's go, fellas. Ready?
Hold on. Wait.
Everybody know.
Hold on. Spread out. We about to get hyped. We about to get hyped.
Ready? You about to break
On
this?
three.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
On three, no limit. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
No limit.
Check this out, y'all. Check this out. This is what it's all about here. All that sacrifice. Throughout the season, we played 11 games. Those catches you made when you woke up early on Sundays and Mondays, you all saw. This is what it's all vindicated for right here. We need 100%. Go. First down, second down, third down, fourth down. I need y'all to dig deep. Give me everything right here. This is the last game right here. You got to die. I need 100%. This is what all that sacrifice is about right here. Even your warm beds to come out here and play football with your brothers. All those things you did during the season, those defensive stops, those intros, those catches, this is where it comes to fruition right here, y'all. Y'all gotta want it. They want it, we gotta want it more. They hungry, we gotta be hungry. We gotta starve. Don't take nothing for granted. Put our foot on the pedal and we keep it there, y'all. Take it out, Jay. Hold up. I'm not done. Hold up. I want to pray for my father. He just had open heart surgery. Okay. Everybody can get on one knee. Let's go. One knee. Let's go. Yo, load that music, yo. Who got the music? Everybody here. Keep everybody safe, God. Keep everybody in tune with each other. Be together, play together, and keep everybody safe on this court, bro. Amen. Amen, baby. Amen. God bless heavy hitters. Let's go! You got to start early, we lost. Yo, this game is for everybody we lost, everybody we gained during this year. This is what it's for. Let's put it on the field. Y'all get it. Let's go. Y'all hot? We hot. Let's go. We got what we wanted. And we're here. Let's take it now. We got what we wanted and we're here. Hard work pays off, y'all. Let's go out there and take it. Heavy hitters on 3. Hard work on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Welcome back. Real Tough Talk. Stephen J. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
In your opinion, of course.
You remember who said that? Who said the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be?
One of the greatest in wrestling, Bret Hart. Who doesn't know
just
that? But the thing about it is, you're nowhere near his caliber. Let's not even compare yourself to him. Let's not do that.
First of all, you need to stop it. I'm the reason why the people watch this show. They don't watch it for no Ghost. What the hell is Ghost?
Listen.
They watch it for Stephen A. A.K.A. Stephen J. A.K.A. Stephen A. Smith J. A.K.A. the J Meister.
Okay, slow
J
down. Now I'm gonna say this. You say that they come here to watch you, And I get that sometimes they do come to watch you, but not because you are anything great or anything good or anything like that. It's because you are wrong almost all the time, and they're here to hear you. They watch to hear you say what else you say wrong. Like, they want to hear the next thing you get wrong so that they can prove you wrong on the field. Every time you have something to say, and a lot of times you get proven wrong, so they want to hear the next criticism you have so that they can shut you up on the field. That's the only reason why they watch you.
We're going to jump into the first game of the BQFL championship.
I thought so.
He kind of hurt my feelings with that one. The C2 chip, you're going to have heavy hitters versus no limit. And you're going to have the main attraction of the game, the quarterbacks. You're going to have Joel, great running quarterback, but people say he's a runner, not a quarterback. And you're going to have Mr., one of the tallest quarterbacks in the division. So that decent arm, you know what I mean, can get rattled at times. We see him lose his cool once in a while. But you're going to have two decent quarterbacks who play completely different.
Now, they both have their own weaknesses, but those weaknesses are always telegraphed when they play.
Right.
Noel is a running quarterback. Everybody knows that. He doesn't have the strongest arm in the world. So what you got to get him to do is you got to force him to stay in the pocket and make accurate throws. You got to set up some defenses where he's forced to pick you apart with his arm. And a lot of times he can't do that because he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world to get the ball where it needs to go all the time. So he uses his feet to distract the defense and open up the field for himself.
Right.
So he uses his strength to get by his weakness.
Yeah.
So that's how he strategizes in his game. Mr.
Completely different.
Is completely
Cannot
opposite.
run at all.
He is not mobile at all. So on that, he stays in the pocket, but he's able to find his receivers cutting back and forth in the pocket. He's another one that doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, but he's able to take his time and he's able to be accurate if he has time.
And I think it's because of his height. When you got the height that he has, a guy must be like 6'3". He can see over any ball giver in the league. So that gives him an opportunity to be able to look downfield, see and scan the field a lot better than most other quarterbacks. So that's going to be the main thing. We got some interviews. We're going to go over some of the interviews, talk about strategy, talk to a few guys, and we're going to be right back. What's going on, baby? Stephen J out here with the coach of No Limit, Joker. Joker, what's going on? First of all, I want to congratulate you for being out here, making it to the chips. Now, it's a hard road to get here.
Yes, it is. Very hard road, but thank you very much, Jay.
During the regular season, you lost to this team, 27-20. What do you have to do this game that you didn't do that game?
Well, we got to play better defense. Defense is the key. We got to make key plays. We got to make our catches. Defense is the key. Defense is going to win the chips.
They have a very skillful running quarterback. Noel's one of the best running quarterbacks in this BQFL, not just the C2 division. What do your defense got to do to contain them and stop his running ability?
Well, defense got to play smart. If he sees the run, they got to come up and not drop back. They just got to play very smart.
We see it's going to come down to Mr., your starting quarterback. We see at times he attempts to get a little caught up in the game, want a quick huddle when they don't need, I want a quick no huddle when you don't need to, when you should be slowing it down. How do you get him to keep his composure and not do things that he don't normally do?
Well, this week I'm here. Last week I wasn't here, so I'm going to be in his ear, and he has no choice but to listen. So basically that's what it is. That's what my job is, to make sure he understands the game, controls the clock, and plays small football.
Is No Limit winning this shit?
Oh, yeah, we win it without a doubt, Jay. You already know.
I'm waiting for somebody to actually say, no, we're not going to win this game, because then I'm going to kill him. So
okay, yeah, you already know.
We're going to wish you luck. Good luck today. Thank you for being on the show. Championship game, heavy hitters, No Limit, real tough talk, BQFL, we back. Good luck, brother.
Thank you very much, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
What's going on, people? Stephen J here with Ralph, defensive captain, No Limit. You helped your team get to this point, but you don't look like you're satisfied. Like you just didn't come to this team to get them here.
Come here to win. Come here to win. That's the only thing we want to do right now. Nothing else needs to be said.
Like I asked Joker earlier in the interview, they have Noel, who's a great running quarterback. He's known more for his legs than his arm. What do your defense got to do in order to contain his running ability?
We got somebody fast on him and at the line, stop him right there. That's what defense play, what they have to do.
What is the problem with certain teams when they get to this point? What do you think the biggest mistake teams make? You've been in chips already. What do teams make the biggest mistake when they get into a game like this?
Forgetting that the same thing that got you here is the same thing that take you to win. You don't have to change up nothing. Just like I said, more intensity.
What do you personally got to do, being with your experience coming to this team? They brought you here for this game. What do you got to do with your experience on this defense?
Help out the team in any manner. Like I said, making sure everybody on the same page.
All right, we're going to thank Ron for being here. First time on Real Tough Talk. Did pretty good. See the straight face, no smile. This guy don't smile. Just that's just him. He does not smile. Hopefully he can get a chip and we see him smile. He's going to smile if you win this chip, right? Thank you. All right, brother. Thanks a lot. All right. What's going on? Stephen J. here with a big fan, Bling.
Yes.
We love this dude. Always supports us. Congratulations on getting here. How tough it was to be at this point where you are now?
Tough. It was real tough. It was hard. You know what I mean? We came dedicated every week to make it here. Everybody doubted us, and we here. We here, and we're gonna do what we gotta do.
All right.
We gotta do.
Let's get into the game. You have one of the best running quarterbacks in this game, not just in the league, not just in this division. I mean, in the league. What do you think Noel got to do today in order to keep up the intensity that he's been bringing all year?
He's got to keep playing his game. Keep doing what he's doing from the jump. Everybody sees you the way they see you, just like you said it. Show and prove today. Once we win this, he don't have to prove no more.
Offensively, they got a few studs on their team, but you know Chad, the monster. That dude is like the Odell Beckham of this team. What do your defense got to do to shut him down?
Got to play man. Play man and put our best defender on him. Once we put our best defender on him, it's over. Lock him down.
We see sometimes y'all be in the game, y'all lose control a little bit, start arguing with the other team, get a little more, may get a flag here or there. You've been in this point before. What would you tell your team right now, right in front of you right now, that y'all got to do in order to limit those mental mistakes?
Stay focused and don't even pay mind to the other team. Let's talk, and we're a family. That's all we got to do is stay focused. That's it.
Heavy hitters winning this game?
Yes.
Y'all waiting for somebody to come to the chip and say,
yes.
"No, we're going to lose.
Yes. We winning this. We're
going to thank him for being here with us. Big fan. Much love to this guy right here. Real Tough Talk, baby. Back in BQFL. Big chip game. Watch it. See y'all later. Thanks, bro. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Mr. Hollywood. Heavy hitters. How does it feel to be back in the chip?
It was a long time coming, you know. We belong here, and we've proven it. So last time the outcome was different, so this time, trying to change it.
What do your team got to do against this no-limit team today?
Well, it starts on defense. We all know championships win defense. So we got to lock in, play our man or our zone, play our position, and stay there.
They got some weapons on that team, but they got Chad the Monster, a.k.a. Mr. Odell Beckham, is a guy who can stretch the field. He gets behind defensive backs. What do y'all got to do defensively to limit his big play capabilities?
Well, first and foremost, we just got to know where he at on the field. We got to line our best defender on him, on his side of the field. If we're in the zone, our best corner, our best safety has to be on his side. We have to crowd him. He's fast. He got a 1-2 move, and then he could catch spectacular catches. So all we got to do is crowd him. We throw one guy at him, two guy at him, we should be fine. Once you crowd him, it's difficult catches for him. We can't stop him altogether because he's such a great player. But we limit his catches, we should be fine.
What about Mr. the starting quarterback? He's a guy that's about 6'2", can see over any ball given the league. What do you got to do in order to stop his big play capability? He can go downfield, got a good arm to stretch it. What do you got to do in order to limit his ability?
Well, him at quarterback is not really a problem for us because our hiker is about the same height as him. So there's like even players there. But once we get down to the 4, to the 5, our hiker got to be on it. He got to go get him. He got to have his hands up, jump in, and just crowd him the same way. You know his throwing arm is the right hand. Got to play the right side to make him throw over you. But like I said, our hiker, same size as him, so it's not going to be such easy as other teams. It's kind of harder because they're the same height. So, but once the 5 count go, our hiker got to go there.
Last question. I say you got the best running quarterback in this game, but No Limit is not going to allow him to beat them with his feet. He's going to have to throw this game. What do y'all receivers have to do in order to help him? Because you know he's usually able to escape, get out. This team's not going to let him run on him. What do your offensive players got to do in order to help him out today?
Whatever play he calls, we have to full out run it. As soon as the ball is hiked, we have to run our plays, run our routes as hard as it can. If we tired, we taking us up for that one play, and then we come back. But we have to run hard, and then we got receivers. Myself, Mango, Jay, just to name a few. We all got 6 receivers out there that can do anything on the field once the ball is thrown. So once we run our route hard, we should be fine.
We're going to thank Hollywood for being here with us. They ain't a chip. I don't care if it's C2, B2, whatever. This is going to be a battle. Y'all better watch this game. It's going to be big. Last question. Heavy hitters winning the chip?
Without a doubt.
I'm waiting for somebody to sit down and actually say, no, we're going to lose this game. That's why I asked that dumb question.
Never do that. He shouldn't be playing it.
You going to thank Hollywood for being here? Watch the game, y'all. Big one coming up. We're going to see you on the site. Thanks, Hollywood. All right. We're going to thank the guys for being with us. Hollywood did an interview. You're going to have Joker, Ralph, various other guys. So that's very great that we got to hear from them. The main key to this game, I think, for No Limit is Chad. Chad won the Offensive Player of the Year. I think he had between 12 and 13 touchdowns. I want to say 13 touchdowns. The kid is a beast, but the kid is a me type player. And that could be a good and a bad thing. If he's turned up, then he can kill you. But if he's not into the game, he don't feel like he's getting ball, he can lose you the game because he's not going to get involved in the game.
And the thing about it is, even though Chad is a player that can be dynamic on the field, he's not one person that's going to lead the team anywhere, I would say. Because if the quarterback is not getting him the ball, it affects his play.
Yep.
So it's all about how many touches he gets on the ball on the field. And that's one of his main weaknesses, I say. Because as skilled as he is, when he's not getting the ball, if you're shutting him down any type of way, or if you shut down a quarterback and keep him from getting him the ball, it affects his play, and you start to notice that he gets out of the game eventually if you keep on with that strategy.
And on the other side, I think the key for this heavy hitters team is they got guys like Mango, Hollywood, guys that can go get the ball. Because of Noel's lack of arm strength, those receivers can go get the ball for him. So them guys got to be prepared to come back to the ball, make plays for him, because he doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, but he does have escaping ability. So he can stretch plays with his feet. You know, I don't think he's a quarterback that scrambles looking to throw. I think he's a quarterback that scrambles looking to run. He's not a guy that's going to extend plays and move around in the pocket. He doesn't do that. I don't think he does that. I think he's going to scramble to run the ball. So pretty much you got to keep him in the pocket. But those receivers are guys that can go get the football and make plays when they give an opportunity.
And there's ways to get around it. Obviously, he's not, like we said already, he's not the most accurate quarterback, in the world. So as long as you lock up on his receivers and force him to make a throw, I think that you'll be okay. But they got to worry about his feet and him, creating plays for himself with his feet. If they're able to take that away, then I think that they're okay. And that's the key thing to that is the ball giver. Whoever's at that ball giver position, he has a big job. And if he's able to keep Noel honest, I think that'll be a game changer there.
And we're going to jump right into the game. The one thing I want to comment on is you have Ralph, who's basically the defensive captain, that all of a sudden decided that he's not going to play defense and he's going to go to the offense. Makes no sense to me. I don't understand this move. He plays with AFC. He usually plays defense. He doesn't really play offense. Why would you wait until the championship game to change what you do? We always talk about teams doing that, and it never works.
Never.
Let's see what happens this game. We're going to jump right on it. After a short pass for a few yards on second down, Noel on 5 rush just gets past Rudy and throws it up. Incomplete, but Noel gets flagged for throwing past the line. And like I told you before, he does not run to throw. He's not good at that. As you can see, it was incomplete and he stepped past the line. He runs to run. He tries to do something that he doesn't usually do, and it backfired.
I mean, even though the play didn't count, the receiver dropped the ball, but obviously that's a toss-up play.
Yes, that doesn't. I'm not going to give him credit for that.
So, yeah.
That's not what he does. He should have ran the ball because that's what he does. Last down, Noel's going to scramble on 5 rush. He's going to throw it up. It's going to be picked off by Chad, giving the ball back to No Limit. Chad making a play defensively. That was more likely just a toss-up play, but at the end of the day, you just wasted a possession.
And like I said before, if you keep Noel honest in the pocket, he's going to have a lot of trouble getting through the defense in the backfield. So in the secondary. So right here, this was not a good drive to start off. No Limit doing their job on defense, and they get a turnover here.
Second down, missed on 5 rush, throws to lefty, and that's going to be dropped. Third down, missed on 5 rush, throws to DJ in the middle, nice gain. Last down, Mr. throws Rudy in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. They're moving the ball. I like the fact that Even though Lefty dropped the ball, it didn't rattle Mr. He kept going, was able to pick up a first down with Rudy. Mr. with 2 short passes on the next 2 plays to get them to the 10-yard line. Last down, Mr. on 5 rush, throws the DJ in the back of the end zone. That's going to be dropped, turnover on downs. We've seen 2 drops in this drive by 2 of his sure-handed guys. We've seen Lefty, a guy who's known to catch the ball, drop the ball, and we've seen DJ, who's known to catch the ball, drop the ball. I don't understand what these guys are doing. It's championship day. You had an opportunity. He found you in the end zone, and DJ makes a big drop. That's something I'd be concerned about.
I mean, that's a pass in traffic. I'm not sure if DJ's, the best person to just go up and get the ball he's supposed to. But again, he had the ball, and the old football rule is an unwritten rule. If it touches your hands, you're supposed to catch it. He doesn't there, and that leads to a turnover.
Big players make big plays. He had an opportunity. If everybody can make great catches, everybody will be doing it. Only the great can make catches, and I guess he showed he's not one of them. First down, Noel gets the ball back. He's going to throw the twin in the middle. It's almost picked off by Lob. Second down, Noel throws deep to Chris on the sideline. Chris with a nice catch, runs in for the touchdown with a nice blocker from Mango. After the catch, touchdown. Chris with the touchdown, 6-0, heavy hitters.
And right here, this is what happens when you have the defense worrying about Noel running so much, because they step up in the middle. There's less defenders in the backfield. Now it's a one-on-one with Chris there with that jump, with that jumping catch. So the defender there on the cornerback shifts over, leaves the sideline, and leaves Chris open there. By the time he gets there to try to make a play, Chris is already jumping up, getting the ball. That is a great block by Mango. Mango after the catch. That, I think, is what saved the touchdown there, and Chris able to run into the end zone. That is a great way to score.
2 mistakes. 1, Lob had a pick.
Yes.
If you have a pick, they can't score.
And how many times we've been saying that when you drop a pick, it gives the offense opportunity to score on the very next play. How many times have we seen that happen?
And your defensive captain decided to come off defense, and now they score. They need Ralph out there because this quarterback can run, and Ralph is a physical linebacker, but he's not on the field. He decides, they don't need me, I'm going to play offense, and their team ends up scoring 6-0. They take the lead. Next possession, first down, Mr. gets sacked by Q. If you look here, Prophet was open in the middle. Next down, on 5 rush, he throws a JC on the sideline. That's going to be dropped. Third down on 5 rush, he throws the JC, again off target, incomplete, No Limit has to punt. Now, first of all, JC dropped the pass. The one thing they need JC to do is catch the ball. He's not a big play receiver. He's not going to stretch the field, but he's known for catching the ball. He doesn't here. And Mr. gets sacked because what is he doing? He's coming up to the line. Q is his height. So Mr. can't sit back in the pocket no more because Q, the ball giver from heavy hitters, is his height. And he gets the pressure up the middle. This is great defense from heavy hitters. They're known for having a physical defense. They're playing physical and no limit has to punt.
And not only that, you're taking away time from yourself when you're stepping up in the pocket. So this is a lose-lose situation if you keep playing this way. And another thing is, if you go back to that play with Prophet that's cutting in the middle, a lot of things could have happened with that play. Right when he's cutting in the middle, he's open. You make that throw. I guess it's because Q's height kind of threw him off from making that throw. But then again, you could throw it deeper if Prophet looks at where he's at in the middle. There's nobody in the backfield. Change the trajectory of your drive, of your cut. Go into the end zone. You're wide open downfield. But I don't think Mr. would have made that throw anyway because he's so under pressure. And that's throwing off his game right now.
First down, Noel on 5 rush, throws to Hollywood, cutting in the middle for a nice gain, getting near the 50-yard line. Great play by Hollywood. Third down, Noel on 5 rush, throws to Jay in the middle. It's going to be picked off by Lob, giving the ball back to No Limit. And if you look here, Jay stopped running for the ball. That is a big way to let down your quarterback. He went to him. Jay's a very short-handed receiver. He's a guy that they can count on the clutch, and this is just laziness in the championship game.
But if you look at it, I'm not going to blame it all on Jay, because if you look here, Lob was there waiting for the ball. So as Jay is cutting into the middle, he figured that he's going to go away from the defense, but that's a bad miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. So here, you see Jay trying to get away from the defense, but Mr.'s already committed to that throw, and that's why Jay ends up not running for that pass. That is a bad way to turn over the ball.
It's like I told you, Noel is a runner. He's not really a thrower. Lob dropped this into before. That means he's reading the play. He gives him another opportunity. This one he holds on to. Noel, in order to be a successful quarterback, must learn to read the field.
Yes.
Now, by 4 rush, if you're not throwing the ball, you know you should start your running. But you can't decide to make that decision on 5 rush.
Yes.
It's too late then. And he makes a big mistake giving the ball back to No Limit. First down, Miss is going to get sacked by Q. If you look here, lefty was open, cutting to the sideline. Second down, Mr. throws a lefty near the sideline. That one is going to be dropped. Third down, Mr. throws to Prophet in the middle, drop through his hands, incomplete. No Limit has to punt. Third possession, they have to punt again.
And the thing about it here is the receivers are not giving Mr. any time by getting open in their routes. It's taking 5 seconds for them to get any type of separation from the defense. By that time, the ball giver's already rushing in. Mr. has no time. So again, if you're gonna take so much time to go out and get open, you might as well leave a blocker there to give him some extra time, because Mr. is not gonna create any extra time for himself.
Unbelievable. Heavy Hitters is not going to be able to get the first down. They're not going to be, I'm sorry, Heavy Hitters not going to be able to score before half. We're going to go into the half 6-0. Let me tell you something about No Limit. 1, 3 possessions, no points. Let me say that again. 3 possessions, no points. DJ, they dropped 5 passes. 5. In the championship game, they have dropped 5 passes. I don't know what team they're playing for. I don't know who they're playing for, but they're not playing for each other because they are not catching the football. And Mr., instead of being a leader and saying, yo, I need a blocker. Lefty, I'm sorry, or lob. I need one of y'all to come over, block, because this guy is killing me. Oh, no, these guys wonder why all these other teams are successful, and they're not. You got to be able to adjust on the fly. And they don't, which is 6-0, and they had 3 possessions, and they couldn't score.
The thing about it is, it's 6-0. I don't think that Heavy Hitters are doing that great either. They had one big play where they were able to score on that toss-up to Chris, and that was only because No Limit was respecting Noel's running game more so than his throw, and he was able to get that pass off. They got to create some better offense if they want to take this game over. It's only 6-0. I don't think that's enough to keep No Limit out of the game. They have to adjust their offense in order to keep the game in their favor.
And Noel threw 2 picks. I mean, he's a quarterback that's known to throw interceptions because he doesn't read the field well. He should have threw 3 picks. Lob dropped 1. He has to make better decisions. You got to be who you are. Stop trying to be people you ain't. And that's the problem why these teams make mistakes. But at the end of the day, they're up. Heavy Hitters is up. So they just got to hold on to this lead. Hopefully, No Limit will turn it up the second half, because right now they're giving this championship game away. Second half, first down, Mr. throws to Oscar on the sideline, way off target, incomplete. Next play, Mr. throws to Coors Light on the sideline, who runs for a decent gain. Third down, Mr. throws to Ralph in the middle, gets him all the way to the 3-yard line. But Q gets a flag for rushing early. No Limit takes the penalty and replays it down. They took the penalty and replayed it down.
Remember that we just said. They take the penalty.
The play would have been at the 3-yard line.
Yes. But they take the strategy. Their strategy is
they want extra
get
down.
An extra down. They get a few yards extra, and they're going to try again.
Mr. throws a child in the middle. Off target. Incomplete. Ghosts believe they should have took the penalty.
And what happens?
Last down. Mr. throws a DJ in the back of the end zone. Knocked away by Chris. Turnover on downs. Giving the ball back to Heavy Hitters.
And not only are they not playing well, they're not strategizing well. If you're here, third down, you get a pass getting you to the 3-yard line, fourth down, I'm gonna take the play over the penalty. Why am I taking a chance of giving the defense an extra down to stop me and put me in a worse position on fourth down? Well, they're at the 3-yard line.
I gotta disagree with you, because they're figuring they were at the 3. I believe the penalty took them to the 10.
Yes.
Was it about the 10-yard line?
About the 10.
So they figure we got 2 shots to score from the 10. Now I understand what you're saying. Your offense haven't been efficient all day, so You need to get to the 3-yard line, take that play. But they're looking at it as now we got one play to score rather than two. But the issue that I have with the play is on third down, your pass is off target. You can't miss that throw. Because if you miss the throw, then you wasted the opportunity because now you got one down to score anyway.
And the crazy thing is this is Chad's first pass thrown to him.
Yep.
So this is a miscommunication between both of them. Chad is running a route, Mr. throws it in where he's at instead of where he's going to be, and that's where they miscommunicate. I again say that they should have took the penalty. They're not doing anything on offense, and you're gonna take everything that you can get. They shouldn't have took the penalty. They should have kept the play.
My bottom line is they got into the red zone twice and they could not score. That one touchdown drop, and they had this one that they got stopped. This is a pathetic offensive showing today. They don't look good. They don't look like they're ready for the chip. And now heavy hitters get the ball, and they got momentum. They're pumped up because they just stopped them. Yes. When they could have been at the 3, they ended up stopping them. Second down, Noel gets the ball. He's throwing to Hollywood in the gap. Nice game for the first down. Great play by Hollywood. He's balling out. Noel throws, then throws to Jay on the sideline. That one is going to be dropped, incomplete. Next play, Jay. If you look here, Jay's walking out. He's frustrated, and his teammates is attempting to talk to him. This can destroy your team. He's walking off. He's frustrated. You know, he's not. I think it's not only with the quarterback. I think it's frustrating his own play. He's not playing at the caliber that you expect him to play, and he takes stuff out, which I think is like quitting on your team. Very disappointed to see him do that, especially in the chip game. But second down, Noel throws deep to Mango, wide open in the end zone, runs in past Chad for the touchdown. K is going to get the extra point, 13-0, heavy hitters.
And now their offense is now No Limit's defense is just giving away points at this point. This is one thing that you do not want towards the end of the game. Your offense is not putting up points. Now your defense is falling apart. They held them to 6 points the whole half, and now all of a sudden, heavy hitters able to score again. I look here, and it looks like Chad let this receiver run right past him. I don't know what the defense is doing. They're not communicating, and because of that, Mango is left wide open in the end zone. That is unfortunate for No Limit's defense.
Mister gets the ball back. He throws a Rudy in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first. Then Missed on 4 rush, throws to JC in the middle, way off target, incomplete. Second down, Mister gets sacked by Q, and the team starts arguing with Mister. That's going to take us to third down. Mister on third down, Mister on 5 rush, throws Rudy in the middle. It's going to be almost picked off by Hemsky. Then last down, Mister throws it up, incomplete. Ending the game. The game's going to be called No Limit. Not only did they lose the game, they start fighting with each other during the game. We're not going to show the parts of the fight at all. We don't believe in showing none of that nonsense. We're not going to let people use this as a way to get their things out there. But this team played terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get one, Joker, you're the coach. It's all on you. Your team played horrible. Horrible, terrible, pathetic, embarrassing, whatever word you want to use. And not only did they not only disrespect themselves during the game with their play, they disrespected themselves after the game by fighting one another.
Yeah.
One of the worst plays I've seen from a team at any time. Mister looked terrible. Didn't call for a block up. Missed a lot of throws. Then you have these receivers. DJ, Lefty, CJ, dropping the ball. JC drops. Unbelievable. I mean, this team looked horrible. I'm getting on Ralph. His job was to help this defense get to the next level. We interviewed the guy before the game. And then you're not out there on the defense. You're not being the leader of this team. I don't know if it was because he was thinking more about his AFC game, because AFC is his main team there in the championship. Mm-hmm. He didn't look like he took over the team leadership-wise. Then you have Chad, one of the best selfish players in the game. This kid has talent. 13 touchdown offensive player of the year. And then all of a sudden you have no catches at all. You were targeted, I believe, twice. We got plays that you showed. If you look here, him not even really running. Him not even attempting to get open. I think he was content. I think he knew he was going to win the award. And I think he did not come guns blazing for this game.
And overall, based on every single thing you said, this shows, and this is the amazing thing, a team that didn't necessarily play together in the championship made it into the championship. That is amazing to know that regardless of all the problems that was sitting there lingering, that was probably there the whole time, and it all comes out in the championship.
Absolutely.
That is the worst way that you could take a team to a championship, with all of this infighting, all of these opportunities where the teams start taking shots at each other. I saw it in the middle of the game where certain times a guy will make a mistake and they start arguing with each other, not picking each other up. And the opposite happened with the heavy hitters, where you see guys making mistakes, falling out in the game, and they're picking each other up, talking them, and bigging each other up with Jay. You see it. They're trying to calm him down, keep him in the game, and what happens the next play? They get a big touchdown, and that's how they end up winning the game in the end. So that's how you win, and No Limit, unfortunately, did the exact opposite.
No Limit beat the now named Coach of the Year, Sarge Bullies, 26-21. You go from scoring 26 points to getting shut out the following week? Don't tell me they had a better defense. Yes, I think Heavy Hitters got a little better defense, but you're trying to tell me you dropped all these passes? You have 5 drop passes. How can you win? You can't catch the ball, you can't win. That's too many passes dropped. You have 5 times you had the ball. You have 4 times you had the ball in the first half, and you couldn't score? You had the ball 4 times. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. You had the ball 3 times in the first half, and you could not score at all. Got in the red zone and dropped the touchdown. Second half, got in the red zone, couldn't score. You didn't deserve this touchdown, and you should be embarrassed with the way you played. Now, talking about Heavy Hitters, great win. I heard they didn't win a chip in a while. Hopefully my sources is right. And these guys are ready to play. We're going to go with the interview with the team after the game. We're going to listen to them, and we're going to be right back.
What's going on? Stephen J. Smith here with my man Noel, quarterback, Heavy Hitters, C2 champs, MVP. How does it feel, bro?
Feels great, bro. Feels real good. I can't even believe it yet.
A lot of guys say all you do is you're a running quarterback. All you do is run. We seen you make some throws today. You went downfield. Do you take it personal when they just say you're a runner rather than just a quarterback?
Nah, that's good. Let them think I can run only. So that way, I showed it today I could throw also. So let them think I only run.
You believe anything is possible. When you believe anything is possible, I might have had a bad game, but
I'm glad you came over, Jay. Now, my thing is, from one Jay to another, I've seen you catch the ball all season. Today, you didn't have a lot. You dropped the ball, came out the game frustrated. Your team still had your back. Nobody started complaining. Coach had everybody together. What does that mean to you to know that everybody supports you even when you lose your top a little bit?
That means everything. I need that. As a veteran in this team and as a leader, one of the leaders, you know what I'm saying? I need that on my team. I need to look forward to players like that. It's my fault to do that to my team, give myself up to my team and everything, but they held me down, they backed me up, we was able to pull through. It's sad what happened on the other sideline for that team and everything, but the better team came on top. We was going to win this regardless, a fight or not, because we was giving up a fight. You know, I never gave up on my quarterback.
Coach, we seen your guys stay in the game. Noel didn't make any foolish mistakes. You know, I think he threw one interception, but he reestablished himself, got the lead, and killed the clock. Was that the game plan?
That was definitely the game plan. I mean, these guys we're like a band of brothers, man. We pick each other up. We never had our heads down. You know what I'm saying? We just kept fighting. It's just outstanding play all season long from these guys out here, man. Real talk. They did a hell of a job.
One more big question. Y'all already all heard Chad the Monster. He's their killer. I think he got an award. No catches, only throwing the ball twice. What does that say about your defense?
Defense, matter of fact, defense coach right here. Go ahead.
I don't know if y'all remember me.
I mean, it speaks for itself, Jay. We shut him down.
The same way we shut down Dez from the Panthers, we shut him down today too. Same
what
way.
Did you feed this man at the line? He was in their head all game. What did you feed him this morning?
Hunger. He wanted it more than anybody. He wanted it more than anybody. He went out there and got it. And I always told him that. You want it, go get it.
Chew, you played that ball giver position like it's a quarterback position. You took it serious. You was aggressive. You gave one of the tallest quarterbacks in the league trouble. He couldn't look over you. And once you heard that count, you was there. What was your focus coming into this game?
It was like, I was hungry. I knew he couldn't stop me. Like, I just wanted to get at him. Like, I knew I need this chip. I need this chip for my whole team. I kept the pressure. It was like, I think I ate my Wheaties this morning. I ate my Wheaties. I ate my Wheaties.
I'm not gonna give out names, but Belichick called me last night and gave me the blueprint on their quarterback. And you paying us to win too?
Hey, yo, listen, the whole season, you feel me? Granted, our record, you feel me? We face adversity, you feel me? I feel like it's more than with us. It's really more than a team, you feel me? If you know, like Spanish people, you know, they stick together no matter what, you feel me? They just add a little black sazon to their mixer, you know. But I mean, as far as our defense, you feel me? I mean, we play against anybody, you feel me? We move up, we stay down, don't matter. We play against anybody, we're gonna lock up, you feel me? And I feel like as a team, you feel me? We're gonna bring it every game. You feel me? And I knew coming into this game we was winning. The whole week I was texting my coach, we winning this game, we win this ship. There's no way around it.
All right, guys, these are the C2 champs. Put some respect on their name. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. All right. How can you not be happy for this team? They played lights out.
I'm not gonna say lights out. Let's just be honest.
What I'm saying is, first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. Reason I say they play lights out is I'm talking about with effort. Now, I'm not talking about, let me rephrase it. Their play wasn't lights out.
Okay.
Their effort was lights out. Noel threw 2 interceptions, should have been 3. This team stood together. Jay got frustrated, walked off the field. This team stood together. That is the part where you say, I am my brother's keeper. I got my brother's back. That is the display of it right here by this play by this heavy hitters team. When your guy, Jay, didn't have a great game, but you have guys like Hollywood, Mango, step up, Q, giving him the ball, playing that position to the next level, Hemsky with a big stop. You know, you got these guys balling out, and all you could do is give them props.
And the
coaching staff.
Yes.
The coaching staff for keeping the troops together, shouts to them.
And one person I got to single out and give his own props in this game, you got to give Noel props.
Yep.
Because, again, even though he threw 2 interceptions in this game, he used his strength to his advantage. He saw No Limits defense worrying about him running the ball, that they stepped up. They had multiple linebackers stay in to rush in case he tries to run. And that leaves less defenders in the secondary. So now it's one-on-ones all day. And that's exactly what happened. If you see here, Hollywood with this big catch here, cutting through the middle. You have Chris with this one-on-one with the cornerback, moving out of position. Then that was a no-brainer. He was going to catch that one-on-one. And then you have Mango here with no defense shifting towards him, left wide open in the end zone. That was Noel using his strength to his advantage, and it benefited them in this game.
And we're going to thank y'all for being, we're going to congratulate the heavy hitters. You can see the championship picture right here. They're the C2 champs, and you got to give these teams their props, man. They played great, this season, and they came out and they didn't play a great championship game, but they did what they had to do and they won.
Listen, a win is a win. They get to hoist that trophy up, and that's all.
And
that
Noel
matters
gets the MVP.
Yes,
Noel got the MVP of the game,
and that's all that matters in the end.
We're gonna take our next break. We're gonna be right back on Real Tough Talk. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Real Tough Talk. Stephen J. Ghost. We're right now covering the BQFL chip games. We talked about all that. But now we got a little bit of what people like to call tea. You know what I mean? And we talk about Lou. Lou, the reigning, if you look here, you look at some of his plays, he is the reigning UFL MVP. The guy had 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and beat Shannon and beat Vic for the MVP trophy.
Vic of
Shannon from 99 Problems,
yes,
and Vic from Rep City for
yes,
the trophy. Yeah, so he was the MVP. He played great, but Lou has a tendency to be kind of a prima donna, and that's what you get. A lot of these wide receivers, you get that. They think they're the best in the world, and he definitely played great this year. You know what I mean? Definitely deserved MVP. But he played with the Shockers in EHS. Then all of a sudden he left. I heard he got into it with Ramsey, and then he decided to go play with 99. Now, Ramsey is the guy who actually put Lou on the map because Lou played with the Gunners.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who Lou was. He got to the Riot Squad, played with Ramsey, and now he's an MVP. Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden, you get into it with Ramsey, and now you're retired. Like, what is that about? And JP didn't like the fact JP that played with him, before Lou announced his retirement, he just had a new baby. You know, shouts to that Lou with that having a new baby. He said he was a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's saying he's retired. I think Lou wants somebody to look at him and say, hey, pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read what he says, quote, on his Instagram. His Instagram says, Lou MVP of Riot Squad. Rest in peace to the good old days. LOL, officially retired. So, of course, I jumped up and said, rest in peace, good old days. He says, thinking about retirement, not sure as of now if the right opportunity arises, my availability, ability, and etc., then I may reconsider. So I said, as far as now, you're retired. Listen to this part. Yes, but for the UFL next season, I'm a free agent, but only coming out for the right opportunity. Then he says, you know, D-Boy tells me got to come back. You know, let's see what happens in the next few months. I could do one-on-one route run this season with you, TFL included, hit up, blah, 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 blah. But the key, like I said, is he said for the UFL, he's a free agent. Lou wants to play. I'm booking it. Yes, you heard it right now. Book it. Lou will be playing in the UFL next season. I told you Danny will come back. I'm telling you, Lou will be playing. He's just trying to find a team to play for. And what better way of promoting yourself by retiring?
But then again, my thing is, let's not be hasty with the MVP of the league thinking that they are the next thing since sliced bread. Because if you know and you follow, every single year when a person has an MVP season, they fall off the next season.
Right.
They've fallen off. If you look past past tense, every MVP fell off the next year. We had Bishop, the first MVP we had in the Bronx, played with Reckless, fell off the map the next year.
Right.
We had Shaw, who played with Street Fam,
fell off the next year.
Then you had Puka, who won the previous year, disappeared the next year.
Right.
So all of these guys fell off. Lou is the current MVP now, and who knows if that curse, you know how they have like little curses for award winners, who knows if that's going to happen next year? Who knows if this will be the year that he gets exposed? You know, who knows? Because it's only been 1 year.
Well, he got exposed in that 99 Problems game because the guy had no catches. So again, before he toot his own horn, and that's funny that he's playing with 99 Problems in EHS right now if he's not retired. He playing on a team that beat him. He playing on a team that bumped him, even though Riot Squad was in the league, even though he played with the Shockers. What is going on with such football? You go with can't beat him, join him, and we have another player that's possibly doing that we'll show in the next segment. But these guys are going to the team that beat them. Rather than help build your team and make them better, they jump it because people want a quick fix. They want a quick high. They want a quick chip. They want a quick award by going to the best team.
Some people just want to win, no matter what the circumstances. They want to win, and sometimes it takes them to taste that win in order for them to put things in perspective. So they're willing to do whatever they can to win. That's how a lot of teams end up becoming these dynamic, dominant teams that they are, because everybody wants to win. So why not go to the team that's already been winning? True. It happens in almost every form of sports. If you want to win, you're gonna follow the winner.
True.
It gives yourself a higher chance of winning, and it's less risk involved. So I'm already going on a team that's winning. So if they lose, it's not my fault, because I'm just there to win. I'm not the one being singled out to carry the team, because I'm not going to say that they needed me, but I'm just adding myself there so I can join in the winning. And that's how a lot of people's mentality is. We're going to have to see what happens.
But right now, officially, Lou is retired or he's a free agent or whatever. I mean, listen, I like what he's doing. You know what I mean? I know you probably don't like it. I like it because...
Listen, at the end of the day, you're not getting paid for this. It's not like you're trying to negotiate a bigger contract.
Let's make it exciting.
I get it.
Let's make it exciting.
I get it. I understand, but that doesn't mean I agree.
So you don't like it?
Again, I don't like it because, again, a lot of these teams are going to look at you like, we don't need you. Like, you're making yourself a big deal, but they're not gonna go out and search for you or anything like that. When you
yes,
make
they are.
stuff,
Lou put up
I
that
don't
he's
think
retired
so.
and somebody
I
better
don't
go.
think so.
I don't care what you say about him. Prima donna and all. Numbers are numbers. This guy was the UFL League MVP. Okay? He showed up and made the game-winning catch to end Rep City's season. And when he did not play well, his team lost. This guy brings value. So I don't care about all that stuff. T.O. did push-ups in his driveway, sit-ups in his driveway. I don't care about all that. If the guy produces on the field, I want him on my team. He can play on my team.
Again, just because he produces on that team doesn't mean that they're going to produce everywhere they go. Because every team is different.
True.
You may not fit into their formula. So just because you had one good season, and it's been one season.
True.
And it's not like and the thing is that gets me is he says the good old days. That was yesterday. Literally yesterday.
Right.
So what is he talking about? Was this 1989? Like, is this some old school football that he's talking about? Like back in my day when we used to do it? That was yesterday. You were still young blood. What are you talking about? So again, some people like the attention.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
They get addicted to it, but sometimes it becomes a crutch.
What's wrong with him liking attention?
Sometimes it hurts because when you get that attention, it may be the attention that you don't like.
I get attention on the show.
But that's when you get exposed because everybody's looking at you, and that's how you get exposed. You get exposed all the time, but you don't like to talk about it. That's why you have to toot your own horn every time. The best host. I let my words talk for me, not the way I brag. You brag. You have to say, "Hey, look at me. I'm Stephen J." With this stolen name. I'm not even gonna say it out loud because y'all hear me. But okay. All you do is you point yourself saying, "Look at me," but then you get exposed at the end of the day. Just like how I feel Lou's calling for it. Be humble. You won, the last year you was MVP.
Okay.
But it's not over yet.
Okay, and I'm going to wrap this up by closing it out saying, closed mouths don't get fed. The guy's making a statement, and he's throwing the bait out, and he wants to see who bites. Somebody is going to bite. I don't care what anybody says. He has a look-at-me attitude, but if we were all the same, the game would be boring. If I was like you, we would have no views. Just to let you know, call me whatever. Call me a jerk. Call me a villain. Call me self-centered. But you're still calling me.
And
you're still calling me.
But I'm gonna counter the statement that you made. You said closed mouths don't get fed. That's true. But not every piece of food that you get fed is gonna be fresh. So again, you're asking for this attention. Listen, that went right over your head. So let me clarify. Let me explain for you. Not all the attention that you get that you want to be fed is going to be good attention. It's not going to be constructive or anything. Well, it's going to be positive.
He's on his own. I mean, he put this attention to himself. He better produce, because if not, I wouldn't want to be watching Real Tough Talk if I put all this attention to myself and I don't produce. Because you already destroyed him that game to go to the chip. The Final Four game that they could have been playing at 1-6-1. He didn't show up. He wasn't there. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do this, produce.
Listen.
So we're gonna.
I'm past this already.
Yeah.
I think again. Don't agree with me now because you know I'm right.
No, I think I love it. He just gotta produce, but I love it.
At the end of the day, we're talking about him a little too much. I don't think it deserves that much attention.
No, we just talked about what's going on in UFL. He's a reigning league MVP.
He is.
Put some respect.
I'm trying to help him.
Name.
I'm trying to help him.
Help me, baby.
Humble.
Baby, let me hear the quote. You heard that? Put some respect on it. We're going to be right back. We're going to take another break before we wrap it up. We're going to take one more break. Get to the next segment. We'll wrap up the show. We'll be right back. Real Tough Talk.